Yo, what's up? What's up, people? Maybe you noticed something new, maybe not. Who knows? But we got some new mods for the Bugatti. I'll explain in a little bit what I did and why. But let me start with something. You're not going to know why you do stuff. You're not going to know the why. But you're going to know that you have to do it. Why? Because it's something called your conscience. Your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And when you listen to it and you apply it, is when miracles happen. It's when stuff like a dishwasher like me, a normal, regular guy like me that was just, cleaning dishes as a dishwasher, working in construction, ends up in a Bugatti. Okay? So let me show you one thing. Okay? Here I have the cross. Here I have the cross. A path to the cross. I think this is the latest tattoo I did. Me and the space of time are not friends. I can't even remember when I did this tattoo, but it's not long ago. A few months, maybe 3-4 months, 5, I don't know. Either way, when I did that, I didn't know the exact reason why, but I knew 100% that this area was for those tattoos, and I had to tattoo myself those 2 crosses. The same way I knew I had to tattoo Jesus, and I did it. And let me explain you the reason why, because now I see it clearly, The cross symbolizes death. Those crosses symbolize the death of Llados. Let me explain. It symbolizes the death of, the 2 last things, the 2 last desires of Llados, of the skin, of this world, that were actually stopping me from fulfilling 100% full mode, full gas, with no brakes, the will of who brought me here, and it was women outside of my marriage. I had a problem with women outside my marriage. It was a constant leak of energy, and obviously a massive disrespect, and a massive problem if you want to be aligned with God, obviously, imagine. And the accumulation of supercars, that greed of more and more and more. I used to have a few months ago I had 13 supercars. I even had to get a warehouse in Miami just to store them because they didn't fit in my mansion, And I had 30 supercars, and I could not enjoy a single one because God was, basically punishing me with that karmic debt of not being able to. I was driving the Bugatti and I was not enjoying the Bugatti, I was driving the SVJ, which is one of my dream cars, and I was not enjoying the SVJ. I was not enjoying any car, bro. I was actually not even enjoying life. I was traveling in a yacht and I was not enjoying the yacht, and I didn't really understand what's going on. But I had to be honest with myself, and I had to admit to myself that I had a problem. Why, Brad? I'm living this crazy life, and why I'm not happy? Why I'm not enjoying this stuff? I'm here in the yacht with my wife and 3 hot chicks, Venezuelan, Colombian, Mexican. Why the hell? This is the dream, right? And I had been for a long time not listening to my conscience in that area, the cars and the woman. So when I finally managed to kill Llados, when I finally really, really, really got that cross and put it in my shoulders, I just got the chills, bro. In my heart, I took the decision. I'm selling. I have 13 cars. I was left with 6. Right now I have 6. I still think I have too many cars. But I'll go with that deeper before. And I just decided no more women. And that was just because I killed my ego, you know. I killed that ego, those, you know, the people in this world. Let's talk about motivation. I wanted to talk about motivation today because people in this world are motivated by their ego, by growing their ego, and by putting themselves, you know, higher up, you know, way higher than the rest of the people. You know, people want to feel and want to be in a higher position than the rest. And that's very dangerous. Because if you want to do that, God is always going to humiliate you. Always. He's going to put you in your place. Sooner or later, he's going to put you in your place. And it's going to hurt, you know. You're going to fall and it's going to hurt, you know. You can't escape that. So, for a very long time, you know, many of my motivators was that, you know, like everyone in this world, you know, they're motivated by things in this world. You know, their motivation is things of this world. Women, cars, for example, money. You're never gonna be able to live in peace. Yeah, I mean, right now, I just feel so much peace, so much joy, so much fulfillment. I don't feel I need to just. I don't feel I'm living in the future. You know, I feel I'm living right now. I don't need anything else, and not because I have all this shit. This feeling will come to you. It doesn't matter how many cars or how much money you make. You can feel this way in any point in your life if you really work in yourself. And I'm 33 years old, you know. I'm 33 years old. My dad has been telling me this for years. It's like, why you want more? Like, just enjoy this. Just like live the moment. I mean, live the moment. When I'm saying live the moment, you know, one of my mottos was live life. I have it tattooed in my fingers, live life, you know. When I did this motto, when I tattooed this thing, live life, you know, I didn't really know what was living life, you know. At that time, I thought live life was just living to the fullest, you know, like partying, you know, going full gas, like doing your best, maximum effort, like making the most money, you know, just being the best person, helping people a lot, live life to the fullest, yeah. You know, basically was chasing more stuff, you know, or escaping, you know, party, you're really escaping. I mean, that fitment, I'm sorry I just changed topic, but that fitment in that Ferrari, oh my God, that thing is nasty, man. You know, just how it just sits, man, you know. The inclination of the tire, the size of the rim itself, and the height of the suspension, that is just a masterpiece right there. It is. Either way, you know, living life is actually this. Living this moment, bro, you know. I'm not thinking in anything else right now. You know, this is flow state. This is just being present. You don't need anything else. And you just like living, you know. And until you're not motivated by fulfilling God's will, you will never feel satisfied, you know. My motivation is just, you know, how can I say it, you know? My motivation is, sometimes, you know, I'm not English native. If right now I'm speaking in Spanish, I just say everything like bam, 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 you know, but, you know, it's just, it is what it is still. I think my English is pretty good. I can communicate perfectly. It's just like the fluency of the words and the vocabulary. It's not as in Spanish, obviously. But my motivation is just making God happy, you know. My motivation is basically God. That's my motivation. That's why I'm always motivated. You know, that's why I'm very disciplined. Because if you rely on motivation to do stuff, you're never going to be consistent, bro. You're never going to be disciplined. Because God disciplines the ones he loves. If God loves you, He's going to discipline you. He's going to make you a beast. He's going to make you unstoppable. You're never going to miss a single day. You're going to wake up every day 5 a.m. I'm waking up every day 3:30 a.m. right now. I don't miss a single day. I don't party. I don't do drugs. I don't partake in anything right now that's not completely aligned with God. And this is why I've gone to another level spiritually lately. It just doesn't even make sense how good I feel. You know, like for me, money doesn't exist, bro. It's not even in my mind, you know. It's just so good. You want to know how you fuck up a kid? How you turn a kid into an adult? By giving him a bank account. When you give a kid a bank account, you turn him into an adult. Because now you put money in his life. You know? And they say money is the root of all evils, right? It's not like that. It's the love for money, the root of all evils. Money is not bad, you know. But, you know, people start to get very greedy. You know, people start to see that money can buy stuff, and by buying stuff, you know, you have power, and by buying stuff, you have attention, and just people want to fast track life. Everyone wants attention, but people just want to do it the easy way. They say, "I'll buy a Ferrari so people look at me." Instead of like working in myself for years, so I'm a person that actually attracts attention without any Ferrari. When people see me in the street and they say hi, they don't even see the car I'm driving, bro. People are so excited to see me. They're so grateful to see me because I've changed their lives. They don't even see the Ferrari. None of them take a photo with the car. They all take a photo with me. They're looking at me, they're asking me, you know, they're like, they don't even know what car I'm driving, bro. I could be driving a Honda Prius and they would not even fucking realize, bro. Because they just like focused on me. You know, that is actually how you guys need to actually gain attention, because of who you are, not because of what you have. People constantly trying to like gain attention because of what they have, and that's big mistake. Because then you're validating yourself with what you have, and you're gonna attract what you really validate yourself with in your heart is what you are going to, you know, attract. People are gonna demand from you whatever you actually validate yourself in your heart with. If you validate yourself with a Ferrari, people are going to demand of you that Ferrari. I validate myself with who I am and with my connection with God and my, you know, obedience to everything. And that's what people demand of me. You know, they get close to me because they want to build, you know, a relationship with God. They get close to me because they want to feel in peace. They get close to me because they want to build an amazing marriage. They get close to me because they want to, you know, love themselves like I love myself. They want to respect themselves like I respect myself. They want to get in the best shape of their life. They want to be an inspiration to their people. They want to be the superhero to their kids. You know, they want to be respected because of who they are, not because of what they have. You know, hey guys, I'm not saying with this, you know, you don't need to buy stuff. I'm just saying don't be possessed by money, okay? As I say, I still think I have too many cars, bro. I have 6 cars. The Bugatti, the Ferrari 458 convertible, the SVJ convertible, Rolls Royce Dawn convertible, wide body Urus, and the 812 superfast wide body Ferrari. And yesterday I was thinking about the SVJ. I haven't driven it in so long, bro. I just feel it's always there in a charger. And it's crazy how months ago that car was my life. You know, it was like SVJ. And yeah, you know, I mean, I don't feel bad because my conscience is telling me right now, this is cool, have this. You know, my conscience is always going to tell me what I need to do. If in one way he tells me, hey, sell the SVJ, I'll sell it. You know, because there's truly like, I truly don't have any emotional attachments to any of these cars, and that's amazing, you know. True power is not depending on something. True power is not depending on anything except the Creator, you know. That's true power, you know. Hey, let me get back to that shit, man. Hey, what about that? What about those mods? I just added those blue accents, which just makes it like crazy, bro. It's just, this is the sickest Bugatti I've seen. I'm sorry, okay? It's not because it's not because I was gonna say it's mine. It's not even mine. You know, God gave it to me. That's why the license plate says it's God. But come on, bro. He gave it to me. So what are you gonna expect? This spec is insane. Blue carbon fiber, blue interior, all these touches, and of course, I was gonna put the 88 because check this out. The 88 is my number. It's always been my number. I have it, one of my first tattoos, the 88. When I used to race motorcycles as a kid in the mini moto, I had the number 8 because the octopus is it was my pet. Like as a motorcycle racer, octopus was my pet. So it has 8 tentacles, so 8 was my number. When I moved to bigger bikes, I added an 8, 88, okay? Because usually number 8 is already taken. Long story short, I was gonna put the 88 in my Bugatti. And I'm in the gym, the Bugatti's in the shop, and I'm working out, and I'm like, oh, bro, no, you gotta put number 33. And I'm like, holy shit, of course, it has to be. I'm 33 years old. Jesus was crucified with 33 years old. Literally a few days before that, I was just woken up by the Holy Spirit, like shaken up, like, hey, like a fucking, I just like, holy shit, what's going on? 1 hour before when I usually wake up, I usually used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Now I wake up at 3:30 a.m. every day. That day I was woken up at 3:33 a.m. Went to the bathroom to take a piss. I went back to sleep and I was like, can't sleep. I have so much energy. It's not even normal. So I just kept going, and from there onwards, I'm waking up 3:30 a.m. every day. So I woke up at 3:33. I'm 33 years old. The man that saved me and guides me was crucified with 33 years old. Doesn't finish there. If you get the number 3 and you turn it around, it makes an 8. So yeah, I'm so happy for this. Like actually, I just, when I see this Bugatti, I don't just, for me, I just see this. It's a, how you say in English, homenaje. It's a, fuck, I don't see the word homenaje. It's one like I'm just, fuck, I don't know how to say it. Homenaje. It's like saying thanks. I'm saying thanks to God and Jesus for, you know, guiding me to here. And this is just a representation. You know, if I see this car, I'm just seeing, you know, God and Jesus. So for me, it's crazy, you know. And as I say, always, guys, just follow your conscience. If it's telling you not to do something or to do something or to do this or to do that, just do it, bro. Don't try and find a why. You know, humans always try and understand a why. And because they don't know the why, they don't take the action. So that's why you're never going to go to the next level. Just got to trust your conscience, you know, get aligned and just take action without thinking. Thinking is what kills humans. Thinking. You don't need to think, bro. I mean, you think you're gonna think something better than the one that created you? You know, the one that created the game that you're playing? Just listen to the guy that's actually telling you what to do, that created the game. And don't question shit, bro. You know, and that's where miracles are gonna start happening. And you're just gonna build some crazy life, and you're just gonna like impact hundreds, thousands of lives. And this, you're just gonna be rewarded in this world the equivalent to the impact that you do to this world. Are you impacting this world? Well, you're gonna be rewarded a lot. You're not impacting this world? Well, you're not gonna be rewarded a lot. I mean, it's just, you know, your rewards in this game is going to be, you know, proportional to the impact you do to the people that are actually playing this game. Simple as that. Guys, love you guys. I just love these videos. I love being with you guys. Every time I'm doing videos, I'm just like, I just need this, bro. This is why I'm doing videos every day. This is my favorite moment. I live in so much peace right now because I don't think in anything about me. And I'm just all about you guys and all about making you guys better. And all about making you guys win so that you guys can inspire other people. And it's just a chain effect that it's just making this world such a nice world, how it should be. Peace, good intention, loving others like you love yourself, treating people like your brother. And that's how life should be. Working, suffering, inspiring. Remember, the path is to suffer. And that's how you're going to really connect with who you are. I need to suffer to know who I am. You too, because we're the same, bro. Check out free masterclass. You got it underneath here in the description. You got a link. You can sign up to my free newsletter. I'll send every week a newsletter, and you can access straight away to the free masterclass in YouTube. So you guys can start winning, bro. We need winners in this life. And then showcase your trophies to inspire other people. Let's get it.